Millions of Kaiser Permanente employees striking for better pay and better patient care. Details in a live report coming up.
This Albertsons store in Chula Vista has been vacant for 9 years. We're working for you to figure out why it's sat empty for so long and if there's any plans for a new tenant to move in.
A mother's pain as her missing son's body goes unidentified for 5 months after his death. She says the medical examiner's office needs to be held accountable.
Honoring Hispanic Heritage Month, we go behind the scenes with the man who created so many of those cool sculptures in Borrego Springs.
Losing a limb usually doesn't lead to laughs until you meet the former Royal Air Force pilot with the punchlines.
And the book.
And will you be the lucky winner? A $1.2 billion Powerball jackpot is up for grabs. CBS 8 News Live at 6 starts right now.
It's the biggest healthcare workers' strike in U.S. history, with 75,000 Kaiser Permanente workers across the country and right here in San Diego walking off the job. Good evening, I'm Marcella Lee.
I'm Carlo Cicchetto. The strike could lead to delays in getting appointments and non-urgent procedures being rescheduled. Let's go live to CBS 8's Kirsten Holmes for the very latest. Kirsten.
Hey there, Carlo. I'm here at the Kaiser Permanente San Diego Medical Center in Claremont, and I want you to take a look behind me. We've been out here all day. Early today at 5 o'clock, you saw dozens of employees, striking workers, out here on the picket lines. Right now, they're picking up, packing up, and getting ready for tomorrow morning, where they will come back bright and early in the morning. Workers I talked to today say they want an end to what they call staffing shortages. They also want a cost of living increase, and they say they want better patient care.
We want more appreciation, we want better patient care, we want better staffing, we want patients over profits, we want the staffing crisis to end. We just want to be better taken care of so that we can take care of patients better.
Bianca Rojas took to the picket lines in Otay Mesa, joining other Kaiser Permanente workers who were on strike in San Marcos, La Mesa, the Zion Avenue location in San Diego, the workers on the picket lines in Claremont Mesa, and all across the country.
During the pandemic, we bled hours and hours and hours of work. We were people's families when they had no visitors. We were their families. We were there for them. We fought for them. We supported them. We healed them. We did everything for them. So to bridge that gap during the pandemic, we earned these raises.
Jeffrey Merritt says he's only fighting for what's fair.
This year, what I've noticed is that Kaiser seems to think that since we can work short, they just keep us short. Our staffing is outrageous on the med-surg and other units. They're struggling out there. There's one CNA for the whole floor? Come on now.
The strike includes nursing staff, dietary workers, pharmacists, and ancillary hospital staff who work behind the scenes making sure hospital equipment is clean and sterile.
We've been through the ringer, short staff, very unsafe conditions for ourselves and for our patients. So that's primarily what we're fighting for safer conditions.
Another worker we talked to says she's a single mom and she's struggling to make ends meet.
It's been difficult right now with inflation going up as high as it is. I feel like I'm drowning in debt. I'm relying more on my credit cards, and my paychecks are just bills, rent, little things I can do, but I'm just drowning.
Kaiser sent out a statement around 3:30 this afternoon on the strike, saying they have not reached a contract settlement, but they've been able to reach a number of tentative agreements. You are looking at those agreements on your screen right now. They are across the board wage increases in all markets over the next 4 years. They also want to update the performance sharing plan to include a minimum payout opportunity. They're also offering minimum wages of $23 an hour in California and $21 an hour in markets outside of California. They also want to continue and enhance their existing excellent health benefits and retirement income plans. They also say they are renewing their strong tuition assistance and training programs and increasing funding of the education trusts. Now, the striking workers we talked to today say that this strike is set to end on Saturday, and they will be back at work on Saturday. If an agreement between Kaiser and the unions is not reached by Saturday, they're already planning their next strike, and union stewards I talked to today say that strike will be longer. We'll keep you updated on this developing story. Right now, reporting live for CBS 8, I'm Kirsten Holmes. Back to you.
Thanks, Kirsten. Now, we do know that Kaiser has 39 hospitals nationwide and that their emergency rooms are still open, but where are other Kaiser workers on strike?
Yeah, strike lines are set up here in San Diego, of course. We also have them in LA, Colorado, Washington, Oregon, Virginia, and Washington, D.C. Marcella?
All right, impacting a lot of patients, that's for sure. Thanks so much, Kirsten.
Over the last few weeks, we've been working for you, looking into businesses that have shut down and become eyesores in their communities. Today, we sent CBS 8's Shannon Handy out to Chula Vista, where an Albertsons store has been empty for years.
This former Albertsons store is located in the Shops at San Miguel Ranch. It's been closed since 2014, and as I found out today, there's no immediate plans for a new tenant to move in. For 9 years, people passing by this former Albertsons store on Proctor Valley Road in Chula Vista have wondered, will they ever see activity inside it again?
When you see it, what do you think? Why is it empty? What would you like to see there?
I would like to see the supermarket.
In recent weeks, CBS 8 has been doing stories about vacant businesses throughout San Diego County. After receiving several emails about this one, I decided to investigate. I reached out to Albertsons, a property owner, the agent leasing the building, as well as the city of Chula Vista. Here's what I learned. Albertsons closed this location in 2014 because it wasn't making enough money. But at the time, they were in the middle of a lease, which doesn't expire until 2027. So they've been paying the rent every month on the 52,000 square foot building, even though it sits empty. In the meantime, the property owner, who just acquired the shopping center earlier this year, told me he's doing everything he can to entice a new tenant to either take over that lease or purchase the building. That includes repainting the outside and adding new lights in the parking lot. He's also installing electric car charging stations. He says he's open to any and all new tenants, but doesn't have anyone lined up as of now. He would not confirm the purchase or lease amount, though it's been previously reported to rent at $91,000 a month.
You're seeing a lot of that right now, where it's cheaper for them, for an operator, to just keep paying rent than it is to actually operating the business.
Tony Franco is a commercial real estate agent. He's not associated with this project, but says it doesn't surprise him, nor do some of the more recent closures and lengthy turnover times we've been covering.
The high interest rates are a problem. Theft is a problem for a lot of the big box retailer people. The cost of labor is really expensive now in California.
Back in Chula Vista, there are varying opinions about what people would like to see here, but one thing everyone can agree on, they want this vacant building to be put to good use sooner than later. We'll keep you posted. Working for you, I'm Shannon Handy for CBS 8.
Thank you, Shannon. And the city of Chula Vista responded this afternoon saying they're in touch with the owner and would like to see another retailer move into the location. Here at CBS 8, we want to help solve problems impacting you. If there's something you'd like us to look into, email us at workingforyou@cbs8.com.
Construction work began today on a new state-of-the-art public health lab here in San Diego.
County officials held a groundbreaking ceremony this morning for the new facility being built at the County Operations Center in Kearney Mesa. The $93 million lab will be nearly 3 times the size of the old building on Rosecrans. Labs like this one help protect the public's health by testing for infectious diseases. The lab will serve San Diego and Imperial counties. Its grand opening is set for spring of 2025.
Politicians and the public paid their respects today to Dianne Feinstein as her body lies in state inside San Francisco City Hall.
The late senator started her political career in San Francisco, rising from supervisor to become the first woman to serve as mayor in the city to the longest serving woman senator in U.S. history. CBS 8's Jesse Pagan is here showing us the procession and who showed up. Jesse.
Carla, Marcella, throughout the day, the public in San Francisco has stopped by City Hall Rotunda to pay respect to Senator Feinstein, who was a fixture in San Francisco politics long before she rose to the national stage at the Senate. Among the public, other big political names like Representative Nancy Pelosi stopped by. A quiet morning in San Francisco today as the public, city leaders, and the city's honor guard watched and carried the casket of late Senator Dianne Feinstein into City Hall. The first responders carrying the casket set it in position where the senator lay in state today. Moments after, Feinstein's family, accompanied by Congresswoman Nancy Pelosi, paid their respects. Throughout the day, other people stopped by, some to thank her for her support on certain issues.
I mean, her legacy is incredible, especially in LGBTQI rights. And as a gay man, it was really important to support her.
And others who felt it was their duty as native San Franciscans.
It just seemed to me like that was a man's world back then, and just the fact that she took charge, and now she was an example for other women to break that glass ceiling.
Back in Washington, Feinstein's successor paid her own respects.
When she won, she did the work to change the world.
Over the weekend, per procedure, Governor Gavin Newsom appointed LaFonza Butler to fill the seat for the remainder of the term. Butler was a longtime labor union leader and known in California political circles. Yesterday, Vice President Kamala Harris swore her in.
To be able to sit in her seat, knowing that I will never be able to fill her shoes, is the honor of a lifetime.
An honor after Feinstein's own lifetime of work, leaving an undeniable legacy in California and the country's politics.
Feinstein will lie in state for just about another hour. Tomorrow, there will be a funeral service at San Francisco City Hall, which the public is invited to. She'll then be buried during a private family ceremony. Carla, Marcella.
Thanks, Jesse. Still ahead tonight, a mother whose son's body went unidentified for months after he died of an overdose files a claim against the county.
Plus, a race for the next Speaker of the House is taking shape on Capitol Hill. Which Republicans have thrown their names in?
It was toasty out there for today. Lots of sunshine, but just how warm was it and how long will it stick around? All those details ahead.
And as we celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month, we introduce you to the man behind all those sculptures in Borrego Springs.